my friends. So I forgot to change the title. So we're not making beef fiesta again, but we are using the beef fiesta. So I just need to get a knife. So I'm sorry about that. My name is Melanie Miller, and I've been selling Tupperware now, or changing people's lives perhaps, now for this is my 17th year. I'm just going to adjust this camera around a little bit. There we go. And what my aim is all the time is with my lives is to show you simple, quick and tasty recipes. And sometimes I'll cook a meal, sometimes I'll just make dessert, or sometimes I'll do things like cookies. But today we're going to use the beef fiesta that we made yesterday. I had full intention of freezing the rest of the beef fiesta, but in usual fashion, I didn't get round to that process. I got caught up in the evening's activities. I ended up going to bed, and then this morning I thought, I didn't remember to freeze the beef fiesta. But that's okay, because I said to Alan, is it okay if we have beef fiesta tonight, but in a different form? And he said, sure. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to use 2 red peppers, which I have. I'm going to cut them both in half. And we're going to stuff both of them, each half, with some of the beef fiesta. And then we're going to add on the top of that some cheese and some little slices of cherry tomatoes, right? So, actually not cherry, I think they're grape tomatoes, but so that is what we're going to do. So this is my way now of serving up the same meal twice, but it looking different. And this is thanks to my friend Sabrina Tessier, who made the same meals with her beef fiesta when we watched the GPS on Wednesday. So all I'm doing here, and of course I have my little friend here who happens to love pepper. So what I'm going to try and do is give him a little bit from round the top, because I don't want to give him any of our precious half. Otherwise we'll be with less pepper because of him. So here, I've got a little bit here as well I can give him. So that is the intention. Killian would like, yes, of course he would. You know, don't you? So I'm just carefully taking out the veins, if you like, or the inside, knocking out the little pips. And so now I have 2 halves. So we'll do the other one. Hello, Raluca. So nice to see you. How are you? And Tammy, Wendy, Olga, and I think I saw some other people as well. Sharon, Ingrid, Michelle. Oh, we've got the whole gang this evening. Fantastic. So I really hope everybody's been having a great day. I don't know what's been happening where you live, but we seem to go from one enormous shower to the next shower at the moment. And just when I think the sun is going to be shining, it turns into another big rainstorm. Okay, let me just break this. All right, Killian, I will give you a little tiny piece. I'll just cut you a piece off the end. We'll give you Daddy's piece. So I'm wondering, is it the same for you guys? I know for Tammy, it will be the same because Tammy and Ingrid, they both live pretty close to me in the scheme of things. But what's happening out your way, Wendy and Sharon and Michelle? Because you had Sharon and Michelle were telling me yesterday they had massive hail with like golf ball sized hail. Last night you have sunny and hot. Oh, that sounds nice. Last night we had a huge thunderstorms But fortunately, that we seem to keep the power this time, so that was good. So Michelle and Sharon, what's happening out your way at the moment? Okay, so there we go. I've got my 4 halves of peppers, and I'm going to use one of my silicone molds to put them on, because I really love the silicone molds because they have enough structure that you can use them without having to use a metal tray as well. So you don't get the problem that sometimes when I use a metal tray underneath, I sometimes find that I end up getting a burnt area underneath. If I'm making cookies, for example. Sunny and hot in Winnipeg. It's much nicer today. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. So this is my beef fiesta from yesterday, and I have to tell you, it was absolutely delicious. We both tucked into it and then said, oh, we need seconds. So I'm going to put some in each, and I'm actually going to use a metal spoon just to squash it down, because I want to put in as much as possible in each one, right? Because we want to have a nice lot of beef fiesta each. This one's got more room. So has anybody else, I know Raluca, you make stuffed peppers quite often. I think I've seen you doing them before. What do you usually stuff them with? It's very sunny, blue clouds. Yesterday trees were rooted up. Yeah. Your garbage cans flew around. Oh dear. Sounds like the storm we had last week where trees were rooted up. So if you were making stuffed peppers, what would you be putting in yours? So this for me is going to be perfect. It must be, I would say, probably 15 years since I've thought of doing stuffed peppers. It's very warm in the sun. Okay, that's good. Cindy, you're out in Peterborough, I think, if I remembered that correctly. So obviously parts of Ontario are absolutely beautiful. This morning it was beautiful here, but then this afternoon it's just got more and more rainy, and not just rainy, like heavy rain. Okay, anybody, you make stuffed peppers with rice and tomato sauce. Okay, that sounds good as well, Olga. And I'm guessing, Olga, when you make beef fiesta with your family, it probably all gets eaten. Whereas with Alan and me, we've got quite a lot left from yesterday. Okay, we're nearly done here. And probably what I'll do is also heat a little bit more of the beef fiesta up so that we have a nice serving each. But I'm going to do these bits in here. And I guess if you wanted to, you could leave your peppers whole and just make a hole in the top and stuff them like that. And but I think doing it this way, you end up getting more of the actual beef fiesta in your mix. So there we go. So I've got those. So what I'm going to do now is cut some cheese. You don't think, yeah, you don't ever think to make stuff. No, neither me. And yet it's so easy, isn't it, Wendy? You use ground turkey and quinoa. That sounds good as well. Okay, I would never think of doing that. You use rice too, but you use wild rice and you would add some grated mozzarella cheese. Okay. So what I'm going to add, I bet you can't guess, is grated cheddar cheese. And they, yeah, don't they look good? I'm really, I'm looking forward to this. Now I haven't put the oven on yet because Alan and I probably need to take Killy out for a walk Although looking out the window, it's gone grey again. So we'll have to time our walk. Okay, so I think, well, we'll try this amount. So I've just grated cheddar cheese, and I'm going to put a nice big quantity on the top of each of these so that we have a good thickness of cheese. Well, I'm actually looking forward to cooking these and eating them. You like stuffed peppers, rice, ground beef, or chicken? Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be something that is going to appear on our regular repertoire after this. Okay, so that is it. I'm just going to pop this little bit of cheese. I know doggies aren't meant to have cheese, but it's just a little tiny bit. And now I'm going to put these in the oven. So I'm going to set the oven to 350, unless anybody advises me otherwise. And I'm going to cook them for about 20 minutes because I'm really only, I mean, the beef fiesta is cooked. I'm really only warming that up so it's hot and cooking the peppers around it a little bit, but I don't need to cook them a whole lot. So I'm looking forward to cooking these and seeing how that goes. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is all I'm going to show you tonight. It's a very quick and easy variation on a theme, which I think both Alan and I are going to enjoy tonight. Now, I forgot to put the jam jar out again, but just remind me tomorrow so that we make sure that we build the jam jar up over the weekend so that we can do another draw. So that is it from me this evening. I wish you all a really great evening. If you're coming to my bingo night, I look forward to seeing you there. If you want to join my VIP group, please click on the link above because we have lots of things going on at the weekend. If you want to join Tupperware and be able to take advantage of buying things like our silicone molds at 25% off, please click on the link there. Yeah, it is. That's absolutely right. A great way to use leftovers. Wendy, looking forward to seeing you later. So that's it from me, folks. Bye for now.